Dev, Blindy, how you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Let me go ahead and get your guys' reactives rolling here too. That way people can see your beautiful avatars.
I hope it works.
It'll be fine, buddy.
Check stream.
All right. Let's see here.
Oh wait, are you gonna pull mine from Boogie? I think I might have to change mine.
Oh no, yeah, it's okay. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. You've even got your
Stomping you.
yeah.
Oh,
You've
look
got
at that.
your Chad face and everything.
There. I like that one.
What, you don't like having a Chad face?
I don't wanna, don't want to flex on anybody too hard,
That's amazing. That's the best avatar I've ever seen.
Right. Well, see, and that's the reason why I brought you guys in on this call. I don't know what it is, but I had like a sneaking suspicion you guys would get along very well, and I don't know why. Maybe you guys will hate each other by the end of this, but I felt like you guys would make fast friends.
Nah.
Butter and I have shared a couple words together already, right?
Yeah. We met
Yeah.
Whenever I first started following Frey early last year. So
Yeah.
we've known each other in passing.
Yeah. He's cool. He's a cool kid.
So, Blindy, you do a little bit of streaming. Dev, you don't necessarily stream, but you guys do spend a lot of time on Twitch in general and kind of paying attention to a lot of the different communities that obviously I'm in as well.
Yes.
I do have to ask, like as far as the Twitch communities are concerned, do you think that like people actually are able to find some real connections with other people, or do you think it's more like superficial? Because I know a lot of people who see these types of things, they immediately think like parasocial relationships, right? How much of that do you think is actually real, and how much do you think that people can actually legitimately connect to in a less parasocial way, like as people who do pay a lot of attention to Twitch streams?
That's a good question. Blender, any thoughts?
I think as far as like building relationships that's not parasocial, like you said, I think whenever you start following a streamer that you really like, or and they play a game you really like, and they play in the same 3 hour time frame of the day that you have time to watch Twitch, they become part of your daily routine, so you kind of feel closer to that person, in a way. And especially in communities as small as like us around here, it does feel like you're just watching a friend play, like you're sitting on the couch watching a friend play video games and you're chatting with your friends. It feels like a little family gathering, like for 3 hours out of the day. And can it get weird sometimes? Yeah, there's just weird people out there. It is what it is. But I feel like it's a really endearing kind of way to bond with strangers over the internet.
Yeah, well said. I think I agree in part with that. Issue with me is that I usually become friends with people before I learn they're streaming. So so some of my
Yeah.
friends are already streamed. I'm like, oh well, I'm just watching then. But yeah, I think you can sometimes like get close enough to a person, because that's usually what I do, and I try not to make too big a deal out of it. I try to be like, because streaming's hard. I've streamed. You talk to people when they stream, and then you talk to people in chat. And if someone's not like riffing off one another, it can be a little more difficult. So if you become the person that can riff, it
Oh
becomes a
yeah.
much more irritating stream, not only for yourself but also for the person streaming and the rest of chat.
You just made
Hi,
it click in
Frank.
my brain too. Like Dev, you actually did stream a little while back, and I was there in it and everything too. So are you planning on being more active on Twitch?
No real big plans. I will stream whatever I feel like it.
So, Blindy, as far as like your streaming is concerned, do you plan to be a lot more active? Because I can't help but notice every time that I'm in your streams, you do have quite a bit of people who genuinely like popping in and talking to you, and it seems like I can't tell if these are like real life friends or people who've just watched you a long time, but like it does seem like you are really close with your audience there. So do you actually plan on being more active with those groups, or is it more just that it happens and it's a happy accident?
I always tell people that I'm like a friend chameleon. Like I have like a bunch of communities that I like dabble in all over Twitch, and I get close to several people in those communities, and I don't like to go out and say hello. I stream. Hey, I'm streaming over here. Because I don't want to feel like a you know like a weirdo whenever I'm like telling people I stream. But they just want to come and just chat and stuff, and that's cool with me. And as far as becoming like more active, I would love to be active. I'm just kind of limited by my internet right now. So if I can ever get my internet situated to where I could stream at a higher quality or something and not feel self conscious about it, yes, I'd love to be more active. But right now, it's just kind of a fun thing. Whenever I'm bored, I just pop it on and I play a game and I chat with friends that I've met on Twitch or video games.
Now, what are some other things that you guys are particularly interested in that aren't streaming? I mean, this is something that I feel like I haven't talked to either of you about enough. Like, what are things that you do just outside of these spaces?
Well, personally, I am into all kinds of stuff. I really been interested in the emulation and hardware intended for emulation scene. This this stuff has been really interesting and it's been kind of blowing up. And I think that the prevalence of retro games is making somewhat of a comeback, and that makes me happy. Boy, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I got a puppy chewing on stuff.
That's okay, buddy. What about you, Blendy? What are some things that you do outside of Twitch?
I mean, without lying or being on, like I spend like 99.9% of my time on Twitch or playing games. I'm kind of I don't know. I like this is what I like doing, and I don't do very much outside of it. Maybe sometimes I'll go out walk. I'll go for walks or something, but I don't know. This is what makes me happy, and this is what I enjoy doing is just being around people online.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely vibe with that. I mean, with both answers that you guys had. You talked about playing a lot of video games, the both of you. So, what are some of the biggest things that got you into gaming? Like, do you have any major moments in your childhood that you think about that made you
Oh yeah,
really click?
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, when I was but a wee tot, me father, he had the original NES, and he played video games, but he wasn't like necessarily into it. But when I played it, I was super fascinated. So I think the first was either man, I'm trying to remember. I think it was Super Mario Bros. 3, and that kind of launched me into whatever the world was, which I didn't even know it was so big. But yeah, massive, massive, big dubs to pops.
Yeah, kind of to mirror what you said. Same thing. When I was a little kid, my father, he would always play the PlayStation 2 because it just came out, and he was like a big gamer, I guess, when he was young. And it's kind of sacrilegious, but while my mom would go to church, he would start playing GTA for me, and we would play the old GTA games. And I think that's what got my love for that franchise when I was a kid. Because we would play like Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, 3, all the old ones, and I end up speed running them, or like later on in life. But yeah, kind of mirror what Dev said. My pops got me into games early on, and then they kind of just took off from there. Still play with him uh, every now and then. But sometimes we'll hop on a farming simulator and play, me and my dad.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool that you guys can use that to like maintain familial connections. Do you do the same, Dev?
He doesn't play video games with me that often, though. Recently, because my brother introduced him to it, because my brother also does the video. Uh, there's a game called Cities Skylines, and my brother like he went all out. He got all the DLC and stuff, and it's actually it's a very in-depth amount of systems, and it's basically a city building game, and all the simulation has to deal with like the logistics of the world, traffic and stuff like that, which sounds super boring on the surface, but it actually is a really engaging uh, game. So when he saw him playing that, he was like, "What's this?" And then he told him, and then brother hand the controller, and he's obsessed with that game. That's like his bread and butter. That's like yeah, exactly, Blender. You know.
Yeah.
So, does your guys' taste in video games actually change what type of communities that you frequent on Twitch, or is it more about the streamer in question?
Mm. That is a really good question. Yeah, I think it's for me. For me, it's the game itself, because there can be really. I like a chill streamer that can, roll with the punches and have a good time. And some of the games that I play now, it's really hard to find. Like I mainly play Dead by Daylight right now. That's one of the big games I've been obsessed with the past 2 years. And it's really hard to find someone that just kind of vibes and just rolls with the punches and has a good time. Yeah, it depends on the gaming community for one, but also you kind of just got to find the right person that just kind of vibes with your jive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally good point. Yeah, I concur with that. It's I mean it's half and half. If there's somebody that I see who has kind of my similar tastes, I'm interested in what they're playing because if I like what they like, it's stands to reason I'd like what they'd like.
Yeah, and sometimes also, if they like that certain thing, it's a good chance they might like another certain thing that you like because birds of the same feather kind of flock together, kind of the way. So you never know who you're going to be meeting on Twitch. There's billions of streams out there.
Oh yeah, Pilk is amazing, Squish.
Why are we on the Pilk topic?
Someone said Pilk in the.
You're lucky you're not on my channel or it'd be immortalized forever. I mean, you could still immortalize it, Mimi. Just borrow the quote, right?
Do I have to be dead?
Uh,
How does that work?
do you have to be dead to be immortalized?
Yeah.
I think you have to be alive to be immortalized.
Bro, I slept for like 2 hours, but give me a break.
It's all good, buddy. So, I do have to kind of wonder though, like, do you guys ever branch out into other communities? Like, because Blender, I met you through Mimicat streams, and Dev, I met you through Freyeth streams. And obviously, like those streams have a tendency to cross and stuff. But like, do you guys ever branch out like away from those streams? Or do you ever find that like you found some of your favorite people on Twitch through those communities, or is it mostly just, Mimi and Frey?
No, certainly not. No, I'm in all sorts of communities. Some of them I just lurk, but as I as I said earlier, I'm into retro games a lot, so I'm in a ton of emulation servers, and then they tend to talk about each other. They talk about like the legality of stuff going on. So my eyes are wide open to many things when it comes to video games. But I'm also into stuff like, I mean, some smaller game developments, some like game communities specific to the game, like Bloodborne. Like, oh, Bloodborne tune win. Am I right? No, but there's also like some like various softwares and stuff like that. Like just things just interest me sometimes at a whim, and I tend to stick around.
What about you,
uh,
Blindy?
yeah, I kind of concur with what Mimi said. I'm a Twitch whore. I have a lot of communities that I've dabbled in. I think the biggest ones are the art and rigging, uh, and then slash VTubing, and then like the speed running community. Because I speed ran GTA Vice City and GTA San Andreas for like 2 or 3 years off and on, and I was part of a lot of communities on that. That's partly where my name comes from, MomsBlender69. But yeah, as far as like the communities, yeah, speed running, art, VTubing, I don't know. I kind of like I said, I'm like a little chameleon. I kind of go all kinds of different places, and there's cool people in every community out there. I think people should branch out a lot more and stay with your friends and like, talk to them and stuff. But there's a lot of people out there that I just love getting
Spread
to
your
know
tendrils.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I just love getting to know people and what they do and why they do things.
Yeah, I mean
There's a
that's
lot of
part of the
people out
reason
there.
we're running the event today. I mean, because there's so many
Yeah,
talented, exceptional people on Twitch, and like some of them you may never have even known that they existed. So,
true.
do you
Very
guys
true.
do you guys happen to have any goals for yourself, kind of moving forward? Do you kind of have most of your focus on your like day to day life, or are there some things online that you guys want to be able to do or complete?
I would say yes, but also no. My goals change so much. Like if you would ask me this like last year, my goal would be to uh become a streamer full time, and then it would have changed to I want to be a mod and I want to edit videos and I want to be someone's editor for a living. Uh, but now like if you're asking me this now, like I just recently got a promotion at my actual job IRL, and kind of made me want to start digging in and doing good there. I don't know. It's just kind of I don't like setting far goals because my opinions change way too much. So I guess just trying to be the best blender I can be. That's my goal right now.
Sharpen those blades.
Yeah.
Totally fair. Yeah, I wanted to like start making video games. Is actually I don't know if you're familiar with Godot, but that's one of them. I was very interested in Game Maker just because I've seen a couple of video games made in that engine that really make me like the style that it can reach, uh, that it can perpetuate, I suppose. But I would like to make a project. There's no real big uh, what's the word? No real big. I'm not like tied on to the idea, so to speak. There's no, I'm not making it an obligation, but if I'm able to dedicate some time to it, I'd like to make a little fun thing.
So I bet you actually kind of enjoyed the guest that we had on just before you guys too. I mean, talking about the Mushroom Kingdom fusion stuff because that seems right up your alley.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, it's and that question that you asked near last about about whether Nintendo's going to destroy it. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Nintendo, but I do like their products. They make some good products, and I really do hope that Nintendo is very passive about it.
Yeah, and I mean, I imagine it. They probably will be, but it's always hard to say whenever it comes to that. So this is actually more of like a more of a personal question for both of you guys. As I believe both of you have really good taste in video games, what are some games that you had some excellent experiences with this year, and some that you are looking forward to that you know will be coming out? Give me your tops. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Well, it's a hell of a question. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I think okay for me, like this year itself, like I still I play Dead by Daylight all day, every day, just about. But as far as this year, one game that really captured me was Dave the Diver. Yeah, like Mimi just said, Dave the Diver. I don't know what it is about that game. It was like every hour that you play the game, if you play for 20 hours, every single hour was different. There was always something odd going on that was just not part of the game like before. It was fun. The grinding felt like it wasn't grinding at all. The leveling system's very fun. The music's good. The animations are good. It was just a all around amazing game, and I enjoyed it very, very much. And then another one that I recently got into was Hades. I never
Oh, it's a
was
really good
like,
game.
yeah, I never really played them much. But well, both of these games came from Emmy actually, because uh, I started playing Hades when I was at her house earlier in the year, and I couldn't put it down the entire time I was there. I was like playing it, and then like, yeah, I think I was being a dick to Mimi, but like, I couldn't stop playing it. Dude. It was just so much fun. But yeah, those
Like,
are
hey,
probably two games this year.
you want to do something, buddy? Huh?
Yeah.
So what about you,
For me,
Dev? Yeah.
oh gosh, man. I mean, Silk Song. Come on. Uh, no, Silk Song. I just finished Metroid Dread this year. Any Metroidvania, I'm there. I'm on top of it. I'm lice on hair. Uh, I also really enjoyed Project Zomboid, despite its very arduous development cycle. I think that there's really something to a game like that that like lets you explore all the unique little avenues of like everything they do there in that game is super creative. So anything that really allows you to experience an advanced type of freedom holds. I don't know if it's like some kind of uh, thing to do with me emotionally, but I really enjoy that experience.
So do you guys happen to know of any games that are going to be coming out within the future that you guys are eyeing on?
Yeah, there's some. I'm hoping for more the classic style of Metroid because we didn't have any for between Fusion and Dread, and that was a long time. Uh, Beyond that, there's nothing that like comes to the immediate attention. It's just more like promises on the horizon. I'm hoping for something akin to Elden Ring from FromSoft, and then we'll see for like another Souls game. But I think they did say they were done.
At least for
Uh,
now. I mean, we'll
I,
see if they get back
yeah.
into it. Who knows?
I think for me, like with a lot of people, I'm really excited for Resident Evil 9.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah. That one seems
I'm a
awesome.
big,
Like with
I'm a
Leon.
big
Oh,
Resident
that's
Evil
good.
fan. And then also seen where I used to keep up with a lot of like games coming out, but now it's just kind of like I don't even know about them until they pop up on Steam half the time now. But the new Star Wars game coming out, that they've been I don't remember who was making it, but I guess it's like a remake of the Old Republic or something.
Oh
That's
yeah,
something that's piquing my interest a bit.
yeah. They even got
Uh,
like some of the original devs back on that. Yeah, that's actually pretty exciting.
yeah, yeah. I've been reading up a little bit on that, and then yeah. So those two games are probably the big ones for me that I'm kind of excited to get my hands on potentially.
This thought just occurred to me, Blender. But how much do you think that releasing like a really like a KOTOR type game, especially with like the original devs and with that original style of play, is likely heavily dependent upon the fact that Baldur's Gate 3 did as well as it did?
I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's a good observation.
Yeah,
Um,
because like those types of D&D sort of styled games like just fell out of popularity completely there for the longest time.
yeah. And then how many copies did Baldur's Gate 3 sell? I read somewhere what was it, like 50 million copies or
Oh
something.
man, I mean it's absurd. Let's see how many copies of Baldur's Gate 3 sold. Let's find out.
Maybe I
Uh,
just pulled that number out of my ass. I don't know.
Sold over
I think it was
15
like
million copies as of late 2024, early 2025.
Oh, 15. Okay, yeah. See,
So I
significant.
mean, yeah, yeah.
dyslexia is a hell of a drug.
But no, I mean like that's still hugely successful. And I mean, obviously there was like a huge
Yeah,
amount
that's a
of
lot of games sold.
yeah, I mean, especially for Larian, which is like still considered an indie company and everything. Um, so yeah, like I really do wonder now that like I'm slapped in the face with that, like how much of that is a connection? What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, I think games like Baldur's Gate 3 or games like Elden Ring, like you said, they're walking right now so other games can run. So I don't think maybe I got my timeline off, but like when Elden Ring came out, soon after, you've seen games like Black Myth Wukong. Was that another game that came out recently after that? And they
Oh
had like
yeah,
a similar play style, and it did really well.
yeah,
So I think there's a lot of games like coming out in the last 2 or 3 years that are like setting a precedent, and I think there is going to be a lot more. I think it's a good time for games in the sense of establishing a base, and I think there's going to be a lot more to come in the next 3 to 4 years. Just my opinion. I don't know if that's true or not, but
yeah. No, I totally agree with that. What about you, Deb? You got any kind of observations you want to kind of throw there out there on the video game industry right now?
Well, I have a couple strong words for people, but no. Um, it might be like a conspiracy theory-ish thing, but I do think people are just kind of tired of the formulaic stuff. There is kind of that growing, uh, it's that the creeping mendacity of people being tired of the formulaic stuff, the safe stuff. People would like to see more risks, kind of like with Shadow of the Colossus. Like, I don't think there'd been a game before that that had done like all bosses before and this very cinematic, over the top style with grandiose orchestras. But, stuff like that really, really grips people because sometimes it just breaks the mold. And I think Baldur's Gate, like, there's clearly the market there. And
Yeah.
it just, nobody wanted to tap it. They just wanted to make the next hero shooter.
Well, it looks like we're about out of time, guys. Are there any things that you want to try to throw out there for anybody? Shout outs that you want to make? You guys want to throw out your Twitch handles? Anything that you guys can post within chat or make people aware of?
Well, nothing in particular, but if anybody wants to check out any of my stuff, the very few times I post things on YouTube, you can find me at DevDraco, so DevDraco, and then same for Twitch.
yeah. As far as links go, only thing I really have is my Twitch there. You could follow. I don't have a set schedule. I just kind of pop on when I have time. I just play a bunch of random games. Shout out to a few people. Mammy Cat for one. And then all of you fine folks. If it wasn't for Mammy Cat, I wouldn't be involved with a lot of Twitch stuff. She's kind of gotten me. She was my gateway drug, I guess, into meeting a lot of you people. So thanks to Mammy and then a lot of you guys.
Yeah, same blending. Well,
And then shout out to you,
schedule
Spooks, for
one?
putting this event on. Yeah.
well, no,
Yeah,
no.
shout.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, I appreciate
love
having you
Spooks.
guys on. Like, you guys have been a great part of my experiences the past year or so, and that's a big reason that I put this on was not only to share the very cool people that I have met through Twitch, but also to just kind of show some appreciation for the people who've made 2025 a better year for me. So you guys were a part of that. I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Well, it helps that you're such an awesome dude.
how dare you?
Yeah.
Easy to talk to, easy on the eyes.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Look at it's the
Ooh.
beautiful skull, right?
You want to switch sides with me? I'm the meat in this sandwich.
Yeah. Well, guys, it looks like we're about at 5 o'clock right now, so I'm going to take just a really short break, and we're actually going to bring in Mimicat for a little bit. So we'll be talking to her, and I'll be cutting my break
sorry.
short.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
So,
Thanks for having us, Spooks.
yeah. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I sure do appreciate you. I will talk to you guys later.
Night. Bye.
Absolutely.
Bye, everybody.
Don't be a stranger. Bye.
See you for now.